Hello, thanks for joining me again. This is my fourth video. In my last video, I said that I didn't want to do anything, and that's true. It's really hard in many ways to stop, to make a conscious decision, even if you have to, and I think I have to, because I have to get used to Costya's death. I have to get used to the thoughts in the night about, what is a mother if her son dies? That kind of thought. And reminding myself not to feel guilty and to have regrets. But of course I do. I do feel guilty and I do have regrets. But I'm not sinking into them. I think that Costya's death has shown me that my role as a mother, I did the best I could. He did the best he could. It could have been better. It can always have been better. That's hindsight. But it doesn't hurt me to look back and think, well, that was not the right decision that I made at that point. And to notice patterns. And one of my patterns is to avoid conflict. And I think that I stepped aside too often and didn't confront Costya. He didn't avoid conflict. And I think this is a lesson for me. I don't know where it'll go. I don't know what it means in my life, since I am at home and not conflicting with anyone, and I'm in this holding bay. But I do look back and I see the entirety of his life in addiction, and I think at the time I thought that I was out of my depth, and I was. I believed what I saw in his aggression and his dishevelment and his craziness. I saw the destruction and the cruelty when he was on the stuff, and when he was drunk he was really cruel, he was horrid. And that became who he was for a lot of the time. Now I'm looking back, I'm thinking that was the effect of the substances, that's not who he was. And so I have those regrets and I have those lessons to learn. I understand there's nothing I could have done, nothing more I could have done, because if I could, I would have done it. This is the way it's panned out. But with every death like this, well, I say there are gifts, and there are many gifts from Costya. And actually one of them is for me to look at my own role without judgment, with a great deal of patience, and just say, well, here is a lesson to be learned. Here is what you could do differently, and maybe if this happens again, or some situation arises where you're called upon to step so far out of your comfort zone, that you might remember this and perhaps make a different decision and be wiser and stronger. So I'm taking time off, and I'm also suddenly gearing up the action and changing my whole house around. So I'm having a new bathroom. I'm painting the whole of my house bright colours, starting with Costya's room, which is going to be yellow. And I don't know if you remember, but I've moved myself into Costya's room. I sleep in his bed. It's a big old family heirloom double bed. It's 2 Japanese beds that belong to my great-grandparents. I'm sleeping in there now, and I'm going to paint colours like fuchsia. I'm going to have 2 fuchsia rooms. I'm going to have greens, I'm going to have blues, but beautiful, warm, soft greens and blues, but not a very soft fuchsia. That's going to be bright. I'm going to have wood burners put in, and I'm going to do all the DIY that I haven't done over the years. It's a bit, my house has got a bit crummy, so I'm kind of now, in order to do all that, I'm decluttering. So I'm having to face everything that's in my house. I'm coming across memories, I'm coming across photographs of Costya, I'm coming across notes from him, I'm coming across things that he had as a child, his little books. There's so much, and it's great that I'm doing it, but oh my God, it's hard work. It's hard here. I I said it was traumatic to a friend. It is quite traumatic. I'm going through my house. I'm changing everything. I'm starting again. I'm throwing out the old and bringing in the new. I think this is going to work. It's going to take a while, but I'm quite surprised at what I've decided to do. I also have got a little bit of work to do. I do have a couple of pieces of writing for a charity to do, and I've done one of them, and I'm going to do another. And I do have a painting to do. I'm designing a book jacket for a friend whose latest book is just written and will be published next year. So I do have work to do, and I'm struck by the fact that last video I said, oh, I don't know what to say and I don't know what to do. And this video I'm saying, well, actually I still don't know what to say or do, but I'm changing the whole house, and I've got all these workmen coming in a couple of weeks' time, and I'm going to redo my house top to bottom and throw out all the stuff I don't need. And I've got some writing to do, and I've got a painting to do. So I'm aware that this is like a paradox, you know, which is it? I maintain that I can do both in the same frame of mind. I find it very hard to get up and start anything. I am doing it because I want to change the house. I want to change the energy in the house, and I know that this is my way. This is what I'm going to do. The painting and the writing, it bothers me because I don't know how I'm going to focus and concentrate, and I don't know how I'm going to do it. But I know by now, I'm old enough now to know that if I sit down with a piece of work, I can do it. It's just I have to get to the sitting down. And I also tell myself, just do a bit. Just do a bit. You don't have to finish it right now. Do a bit. Once you've done a bit, go away and come back later. It'll get done that way. So this is a strange time. The autumn is coming. The leaves are changing. The light is changing. And I am putting a kind of bomb underneath my house and changing so much in it. So much. And yeah, I still feel like I don't know where I am and what I'm doing. I've no idea. But anyhow, yeah, I'm okay. All those who have lost somebody they love at any point, now, in the recent past, in the distant past, will know what I'm talking about. This is how it gets you. It's hard to describe being in the middle of a bereavement or grief. It's so hard. And sometimes the grief ambushes me, and I just start to cry, and I could be anywhere. I could be absolutely anywhere. And I was told ages ago that if you raise your eyebrows like that, you don't cry. It's harder to cry. And so I raise my eyebrows, and I look really surprised all the time. When I'm in a shop and I want to cry, I just look really surprised because my eyebrows are raised. But I'm trying not to cry. It does work. And then I come out and I can have a cry. I miss my boy. Eyebrows raised. All is well. Bye. See you again next time.